proclamation that his friends paid for his US trip with Willis Otieno, who's an advocate. So stay tuned for that. Now let's begin. President William Ruto has dismissed reports that he spent over 200 million shillings on a chartered jet to the United States during his last visit. The president says he spent only 10 million shillings to hire the Boeing 737-700 jet from Royal Jet of Dubai. He further added a new twist by saying that his friends helped him finance the trip. The head of state had initially said that hiring the Royal Jet of Dubai was cheaper than traveling on Kenya Airways. KTN's David Mudoka reports about the president's new revelations and apparent change of tune over his mode of travel to the White House.
After jetting back into the country last Saturday from the United States, using the same Boeing 737-700 private jet that he left in a week earlier, President William Ruto returned to a country that was questioning why he chose to travel in a jet that cost the taxpayer a whopping 200 million shillings to and fro the United States. More questions were raised on why the president chose an expensive option, yet a cheaper option in the country's flag carrier, the Kenya Airways, was available to him. Almost a week after returning to the country and days after issuing a response on the travel cost concerns that was met with backlash, President Ruto on Thursday, while at the National Prayer Breakfast, divulged more details about the actual cost of his trip and who financed it.
You know, when I saw the debate in Kenya as to how I traveled to the US, you know, and there was, you know, all manner of figures, you know, this plane is this big and it is like this, Google here, Google there. This one must have costed 200 million because the president needed to arrive in style in the US, holding Rachel's hand. You know, I am a very responsible steward. Believe you me. There is no way I can spend 200 million. There is no way.
The president said that he initially intended to hire a private plane that would cost not more than 20 million shillings.
Look at me, Kenyans. Look at me again. I must lead from the front. As I tell others to tighten up their belt, mine must be where to begin.
The president says he did not find the plane of his wish, as the cheapest plane available will cost him over 70 million shillings worth of taxpayers' money. The president claims that he immediately turned to the Kenya Airways, which KTN News authoritatively confirms will have been cheaper than the proposed 70 million shilling private plane.
Let me tell you, I am not a madman. When I was told the cheapest plane was 70 million, I told my office, go book Kenya Airways.
Ruto says that friends he did not name asked him for 10 million shillings and financed his entire travel.
Some friends told me, how much do you want to pay? I said, I'm not ready to pay more than 20 million. They said, bring 10 million, we will give you the plane.
This has, however, not rested easy with Kenyans who are now questioning who the president's friends are, what their actual intentions were, and whether the head of state, as a state officer, may have broken the law by accepting offers from friends. David Muthoka, KTN News, Nairobi.
There are more probing questions on the choice